Hello, how you doing? All right. What do you call a bass player's wife? The guitar player's girlfriend. What do you throw a drowning bass player? His amplifier. Yeah, I was a bass player for most of my years, and bass players got no respect. But on stage, I had control because I also had the sound system, and there's a suck button on that mixer. So on stage, they behave themselves. All right. Today we're going to talk about maybe the equipment you need to get started on stage, what to do at your performances, how to handle it, how to handle your job, smile, and respect the bass player. Welcome to music gigging and the basics that we've got in it. And again, today we're going to talk about the stage, the show, stage presence, respecting the bass player. Okay. First things, let's talk a little bit about equipment. I got down here in Phoenix and joined a blues band, now a bass player from Milwaukee, joining a blues band in Phoenix. I got fired out of a couple of them because I kept changing songs into polkas. But eventually I got out of the polka beat and learned how to play some bass. Anyways, at a rehearsal, I go in and brought a monitor with me. And they go, "What is that?" So these are guys who had no concept of the equipment that they really needed. And what you really do need is, first off, a sound system. Now, it doesn't have to be an expensive one. In fact, when I got down here, I picked up one for myself. But it doesn't nowadays. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be expensive. I used to carry a truck full of gear around, and now what I carry around, it all fits into my SUV. So it doesn't have to be expensive to get started going on it. But definitely have to have monitors along with your mixer and your speakers and your speaker stands. Without the monitors, you can't hear yourself. Can't hear what you're doing when it comes to vocals and to mixing and stuff. So sound system with a couple monitors, you can increase as you go along as you get more success. But just basic system. Another thing you need is lights. They gotta see you. You're not just playing music. Otherwise, they can have a record player or I guess a CD, electronics. I don't know what the heck. An 8-track. No, you're not just playing music. You're entertaining. So you're a show. And you can't be a show if they can't see you. Get some lights on. Get some color on. And again, it doesn't have to be expensive. You can start off with a whole full light system. Very simple, very basic. Less than $350. $350. Total system is all you really need. If you want to get fancy down the road with lasers and all that sort of stuff, you can add to it. But I got down here and started off with a light system, and my light system didn't cost me any more than, I'd say, $200. So, and guess what? They can see us on stage. I've gone to clubs and saw bands playing, and you could barely see the band because there's no lights on in there. They were hoping the venue had a stage light system, but not everyone does. So you got to take care of it. It's your show, all right? So you need sound system, you need lights, and then you need your own personal gear, which we talked about earlier, and we'll talk about again later on. Even when I put the video together about the solo acts that I do and what I use, I'll talk about equipment in that area too. So lights, sound system, action. Now in the last video, we talked about determining what kind of a band you were going to be. Are you going to be a Beatles band, a blues band, an 80s rock band? No, I can't tell you that one. But 80s rock band, with the long hair and the clothes. Or, what concept? Jimmy Buffett thing. What are you going to be? After you determine that, you pick out the songs and such. But you have to learn the songs. Learn them the way you want to do them. They don't have to be just like the record. Learn them and learn them good. Learn them well. Learn the beginning and how you want to start the song, and all agree on it. Learn the structure in the middle so that you know where you're all going. And then learn the ending. We have fun with this on stage because we give each other high fives when we end a song together. And we're getting the audience involved in that. They laugh at us too. We go counting how many songs we end together during the whole night. So nothing's worse than these crash landing endings. So if you can get those three things together, your show will be great. When it comes to starting the song, you don't want to noodle around trying to figure out how to start the song off. So that's what rehearsal's for, determining those little things. If you have to take notes, again, the structure in the middle and how to end the song. And that's going to help you feel confident when it comes to your show, because you feel nervous if you don't know how to start the song. When it comes to doing the gig, do more than expected. Make every gig successful. And you want to be seen. What do you appear like? What do you look like on stage? Can you be seen? And that's, again, what the lights are all about. So it's a matter of appearance, bringing it forth, and determining that you're going to do the best you can and make that show successful. Louder is not better. Those excited guitar players, they start to get louder and louder and louder. Louder is not better. In fact, settling it down, you find out, guess what you can hear? Your vocals. You can hear your harmonies, and the whole song starts to sound sweeter. So, louder's not better. Know your venue. If you're playing into an indoor club, you don't want to be screaming because you want to see the people. And are they yelling at each other, trying to hear themselves talk? If they are, guess what? You gotta turn down. If you're outdoors, okay, you've got a big outdoor, you gotta blow the sound out to. And you can play louder, but not indoors. Think about what your audience is listening to. You're not playing for you, you're playing for them. Let's get back to appearance of the stage. You have lighting. You have to be able to be seen. Okay? People can recognize you then. They like to watch the show. Nothing's worse than seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people just standing there and just playing their instrument. Okay? You want to be able to be seen. You want to put the show on. You are entertaining. Also, you don't want a bunch of garbage all over the stage. Nothing bothers me more than seeing all these empty bags and gear sitting all over the place. All right? In fact, nothing but a clean stage is beautiful. You watch some of the big acts. I just love Paul McCartney, and you watch his show. There's not a lot of crap all over the stage. There's a set of foot pedals for one guitar player, another set of foot pedals for another guitar player. There's 3 guitars, Paul's and the 2 guitar players. And in the background, you got the drums. You don't see a bunch of garbage all over the place. When you look at any national act or international act, they're clean, beautiful stages. They don't have a lot of clutter. So hide your gear. Hide your cases, hide your boxes, hide your extra wires. Try to make everything as neat as possible, because again, you're going to have lights on you. You're putting on a show, and you want to look professional. Nothing's worse, by the way, than tripping over a wire while you're playing. Okay, getting your feet tangled up or your hands tangled up in wires and such. Um, of course, it adds to comedy to your show, so go ahead if you want to do that. Breaks. Short breaks. Nothing's worse than going to see a band. They play for 1 hour and then they stop and they take a break. And it's a half-hour break. And you're sitting around going, when's the band going to start again? On my solo acts, I'll go 2 to 3 hours and I won't break at all. They're not there to listen to dead air. They're there to see your show. You want to keep it short because if you make a long break, that gives the audience an opportunity to walk away, to leave, and maybe go to the next venue and see a different band. You want to keep them there at the club or the restaurant or the bistro or wherever you're playing, and keep them involved in you. Along with that, on these short breaks, your job is not to sit back now and relax and have a beer and rest. Right? Your job is also during a break. You have to get out in the audience, get to meet people, get them to like you. When they like you and they feel like they're a part of the band, guess what? They come back to you. They come back to the next venue and the next gig and the next gig. And you want these audiences coming back over and over again. You want them liking you on Facebook, getting to your web page. If you have music on YouTube, you want them following you, getting your emails, and being excited about, ooh, where's this band going to be next week? Where are they going next? The week after that? When can I see him again? So, and that's done by interacting with the audience. Now, it's a little rough right now. I don't know when you're watching this, but COVID is shutting down all the venues, limiting audiences to 50% of the normal capacity. They don't really like you coming on out and talking with people and meeting with people. Except, you have to have a mask on. Of course, everybody I know is like the mask on me because of Heights of Wrinkles, but you put the mask on you and get out and start talking with people, they don't feel comfortable. But when this COVID thing's all over, and it will be over, okay, you can get out with the audience, meet them, make friends with them, get to know your audience and their likes. They may ask you for a special song. You can write it down and learn it for them. So, and they'll just keep coming on back to you. Never criticize each other on stage. All right. Of course, my other band, if I made a mistake, Mark Cooper would throw guitar picks at me, but that was all in fun, and the audience knew it. And they knew they were dealing with me, so they weren't going to get proper playing anyways. But we had fun on stage with it, and the audience knew it, so we made fun of ourselves. The blues band that I'm in right now here, if we make a mistake on a terrible start of a song, guess what? We call out a mulligan, where we start the whole song over again, and the audience laughs at us. So don't worry about mistakes. And in fact, a lot of times when you're playing, if the guitar player, if he makes a mistake, after the gig, he'll apologize, and we go, what mistake did you make? We didn't notice anything. If we didn't notice the mistake, the audience didn't notice the mistake. And it's not the mistake that's the problem. It's what you do with the mistake at the end of that mistake, or whatever it is, how you continue on. That's what makes the musician successful. All right? So have fun with it. Don't get so serious. Laugh at yourselves. And last but not least, stay sober. All right? Alcohol doesn't make you a better musician. And now marijuana is getting legal left and right, so marijuana does not make you a better musician. Do not do this stuff on stage. A beer each set is not going to get you drunk. A Coke or water is great also. Coffee. We have a drummer. I used to have a drummer that drank nothing but coffee all night. But stay sober because one, guess what? You'll remember the songs better. You remember the words better. All right? And two, the audience doesn't want to see it drunk. Now what we do is we do a little something called sociable. Or we lift our drinks up, we yell sociable, everybody yells sociable back, and then we drink. Well, that's getting the audience participating. But we're not guzzling down shots. We're not getting drunk. All right? So stay sober. It makes for a better show. It makes you a better musician. Have that beer afterwards or the drink or whatever. And enjoy the audience after the show. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and you feel it's helping you a bit, or any of these videos, hit subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Where is it? It's over there, right down there. And that bell, so that you get notified when the next video is coming out. Our next video, what we're going to do is cover something that my daughter asked about, stage fright. We're going to show you how to address that, how to handle it, how to cope with it if you can, different methods, different ways of getting past that. So, see you in the next video. Hit subscribe, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you again. Bye.